All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway. Jim Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 90, roll, lock it,
on first down, Dobbins, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Push him back. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Delta.
Second and 4. He completes this one to Mack. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Martinez trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a second and 14. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
26, Mike. I'm coming. No, lady. 26, Mike. No, lady. Here we go. Safe. Hey, exit.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
We're going to sign. 26, Mike. Yo, lady. Pick up the ball. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out. Big Dan. Let's go.
This is Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Shoot. Watch twist. Man, 80. Check the back.
On second down, it's Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned Him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Switch. Red 80. 3, alert 3. Watch the safety creep. The lady. 3. Alert 3. The lady. Sponge. No.
Here's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
65. Check 9. 36. No. Off. The lady. Switch.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Willis, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Looking to throw. Martinez. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Bravo.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
58. Red 80. 58. 5. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to White. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 26 Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And able to find Dorsett. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Lucky. Kill.
6-0 our score after 1.
Check three. Go sack. Lady. Patsy. Out. Check four. What's that?
Now a first down carry by Bell. Now a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes. For 19 yards.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Watch twist. Young lady. Kill. Turn. Young lady. Kill. Turn.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Joker. Alert flare. Check. Check 99.
Now Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Young lady. Hey, Foxtrot.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Deuce. Slam. Rush in. Red 80. Under 10. Red 80.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Get that quarterback. And all go. Go 58's the money. Here we go. 58's the money. Red 80. Too little.
Darnold now to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Go! 93's the money. 93's the money. All day. There you go.
Martinez on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Tight dog. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. The lady.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 3. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Haywood. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Go. Motion. Jack, ready.
Back to throw. Martinez. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Be good. Say. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out.
Now Martinez to throw again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They're running it.
Looking to throw. Martinez lets it go for Nelson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Crowder now to return.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Motion. Red 80.
To throw is Darnold. Dorsett's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
We go, son. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Motion, motion. Young lady. Smooth. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Blue Dan, blue Dan. The red 80, 26 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, D.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go, son. 26 Mike. I got him. Tight end right, tight end right. We got 4. We got 4. Red 80. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, baby, all day, all day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Complete to Dorsett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21.
Mike 58, right there. Check Mike, check Mike. Check Mike.
On first down. It's Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. What's up? Mike, 20. Red 80. Just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Shift. Watch the shift. Check, check, check. Here we go, here we go. Check, check. Like that.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 29-yard line.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Come on. Hey, wahoo. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Bound to lose 1.
Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Back to throw. Martinez. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Yep.
Here's Martinez, operating from the gun. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them one closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
20, 26, man, 80. Let's go. Check 24, check 24. Hey, switch gears. Check three. Hey, check 24. Man, 80. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Again, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for Jets. First down.
26 Mike.
On first down, it's Bell.
Check 25, 49, check 49, check 49, check 37, check 37. Check. Slam. Check hot route. Hot. He's checking. Crash.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On the carry. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
At the 9-yard line.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All day, just like that. Hey, orbit. Check Mike 54. Rabbit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And the Colts first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Dog. Hurry. Ready.
Looking to throw. Martinez. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
26 Mike. I got Alpha. Yo, 80.
On first down, Darnold airing one out for Crowder. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this time he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Mack. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Martinez now looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bell. And an alley to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.